Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Máté Halmos. I'm president of the Kellner Alumni Association, about which I would like to speak a few words, if we just can get the slides. First of all, I would like to start by introducing to you the founder of our scholarship program, the late Paul Kellner, or Pali bácsi as we called him, one of the most inspiring people that I've ever met. And I'm going to show you a picture of him. Most of the time I'll be showing pictures, actually. He also led a very interesting life, made basically the American dream come true, went to the United States after the Second World War from Hungary with $50 soon into his belt, and then became a successful businessman there, sent his son to the best universities, and 20 years ago had a very interesting idea, just like many of the other people who we've been listening to. He realized that he wanted to give the same opportunity to other deserving students from Hungary, so he set up his scholarship program, the Kellner Scholarship Program, which sends talented Hungarian undergrads, actually, so the people that Dr. Forgács thinks that are difficult to deal with. Well, fortunately, the Kellners thought that it's still worth a try, so they send 6 Hungarian undergrads to prestigious liberal arts schools in the United States every year, with the idea that so basically the students have a free choice. They can learn anything they want from education through economics, through international relations. And the idea is that when they come back, they will be able to use the knowledge that they gain in the United States to help transform Hungary. How have our alumni done this transformation? I'm going to show you 2 examples. One of them being Zoltán Fehér, who many of you, I'm sure, know. He's a former chief creative officer of the Hungarian embassy in Washington, D.C. And he first learned about, or he first studied the concept of soft diplomacy as a Kellner scholar at Bard College in the US, and then put the ideas into practice. If you remember Ambassador Simonyi's appearances in the Colbert Report some 3 years ago, he was the creative brain behind that project, as well as many other successful and highly unusual, I should say, projects. And just another example is a campaign called Housing is a Fundamental Human Right, which was carried out in Hungary last year, I think, by 2 of our alumni, Bálint Misetis and Éva Tessa Udvarhelyi, and they modeled their campaign after campaigns that they saw and worked on in the US as Kellner scholars. So these are examples that show that we do come back and do help Hungary transform, which is the basic philosophy of the scholarship. And what our alumni do, this is a picture of us alumni, and that's another picture of Pali bácsi with his son George. Basically, there's over 100 of us, fortunately. Over the last 20 years, we've had more than 100 scholarship recipients, and we basically help pick the best candidates, which, as Dr. Forgács said, can be very difficult because once you start working on this, you realize that a lot of people don't realize what a great opportunity it is to be able to go to the States and get experience there. So we're having a hard time there, but we also prepare the students that we pick for what's waiting for them. And also, when they come back, we serve as the community that helps them overcome the reverse culture shock, which I'm sure a lot of you will agree can be very difficult. Also, the reason why we like the idea of the return, both this conference and the organization that we're about to form, is that it can serve as a community, as such a community for all of us on a higher level, all the organization and all the alumni, and it can ensure that we do come back, we do return, and we do use what we've learned for Hungary's benefit. Thank you very much for your attention.